This is the login page for Cyber Physical Risk Assessment module of CPR tool. Here you can edit your user profile and your legal entity profile. You can access the questionnaire where the questions are mapped to the indicators that are used in the risk model. You can fill the main information for the company, and also fill the workforce questionnaire in which each question is mapped to an indicator as temporary condition. From here you can access the data processing activities where you can check the assets for the company, with the CIA level, confidentiality, integrity and availability, and the loss values. These configurable values will model the risk level. In this screen, you can select the risk model, in this case, the SQL injection, and check the initial risk report. In the temporary conditions section, you can find the model probability. These are the probabilities that the attack advances. The probability can be edited and will affect the risk level. This is a chorus diagram representing the SQL injection attack. It includes the attacker and two states: initiate SQL injection and SQL injection successful. There are two possible impacts on confidentiality and integrity. The model also includes the conditional probability of transitioning from state S1, initiating the attack, to state U1, which represents the desired incident outcome. This is a probability that can be edited through the interface. For each of the probabilities, you have to give a lower band and an upper band. After that, the probability is updated for the related assets. You can take the asset information with the IP and the threat intelligence information. You can check the mispeer modulator that has been defined as an indicator and is affecting all the assets. In this case, a hacker group is exploiting a vulnerability in an Apache server. The risk for the SQL injection is increased by 15%. The initial risk report is generated, indicating a medium overall risk level. The granularity per risk and per asset risks are the possible impacts defined in the chorus. This is the quantitative risk report, with an overall level and granularity by risk and by asset, in which we can see the typical loss and the worst-case loss, which corresponds to a 99% probability of the risk in question occurring. You can check the indicator linked to the start of the attack. For each of the assets where the value is no, the attack is not initiated. The alarms are coming from Wazoo. As the alarm is received, CERCA updates the value of the relevant indicators. A new risk report is automatically generated. Since the attack has now been initiated, the updated risk report will reflect the new situation and can be reviewed accordingly. The overall risk level has now increased to high, once again detailed per asset. The quantitative risk values have also risen accordingly. These are the outputs of the DEXI and R models. The overall risk report is increased to a high level. In the temporary conditions section, it is important to verify that the indicator related to the mispay event has not yet been activated. As the event arrives as an alarm in CERCA, it is processed. CERCA updates the indicator values and launches a new risk report reflecting the current situation. The overall risk report has increased to high, again with breakdowns per asset. The quantitative risk values have also risen. The mitigation simulation module allows the defined mitigation to be applied. This is simply an action that cancels out the effect of an indicator. It can be run to observe the results. There are 4 different simulations for the SQL injection risk model, each applied to a defined target. This includes a set of indicators with mitigations applied to each target, producing the corresponding simulated risk.